greatest night in Origin history, that's what I'm going to call it, was of course last night with the Maroons getting up 21-20, sealing their 7th straight series. Crash Craddock and Damien Stannard, both of you were there. Was this the best atmosphere that you have experienced?
Yes, I've got to say yes. I thought that was the pinnacle of Origin that we've seen. Mainly because the game was on trial last night. There was about 4 million eyes around Australia and it put on a crackling face. Rugged, had a little bit of this, skillful, the epic finish. I mean, I reckon I've seen 50 people attempt a field goal from where Cooper Cronk took his, and I reckon 2 have gone over, and I couldn't even tell you the other one. But they just never do, Damien, do they?
Yeah, you're right. It did crack. It was one of those games that did have everything. You know, and oftentimes a lot of those games, when they're so tight and rugged, the skill level isn't terrific, but the quality of the tries last night and the quality of the attack and the line breaks was just incredible.
Stano, you were 7 seats back from the field. You would have felt the sweat from the players brush off.
It was amazing. I think I got a little bit lucky last night. You know, some of those brutal hits. You know, I was not too far away from that first stink, and just memorable. The whole thing was memorable. I don't, most of the games I watch go in one ear and out the other, but I'll remember that for some time.
Now, heading into this 7th series, there were question marks over the success or the, I guess, the durability of the state of origin as it is, because Queensland have been so dominant. Has this series and the closeness of it, particularly that game last night, which was a cracker, of course, has this saved Origin?
Yeah, look, I never really thought it was in any trouble, but this has enhanced the product. I mean, what a result. And I mean, the television ratings have just, well, what was it for the first game? 4 million? It's just, that's all you need to know for any critics of Origin. But the interesting thing is now moving forward, will Ricky Stuart coach the Blues again? I'm not sure. He was hailed as the Messiah, but he never got there. So you rebuild again. And victory has its own rewards in continuity. Cooper Cronk suddenly feels really comfortable. He's an Origin hero. He was on trial 2 months ago. Mitchell Pearce, can they go with him New South Wales again? Surely not for a 4th series when he's lost 3. So you just leave with that question mark that can't be answered for another 9 months for the Blues. So winning just has so many spin-offs. You know, Dane Nielsen's a winner last night. Corey Parker played one of the games of his life. A little hero. He didn't finish in the Man of the Match awards, but I tell you what, he was terrific.
Yeah, he was player's player last night, and the Blues, you're right there, the Blues have a tendency to eat their own. You know, they were so close this series, and I'd hate to see them throw the baby out with the bathwater. You know, they've got the spine of a terrific team there. I think Robbie Farah showed he's up to that level. You know, Brett Stewart, you know, the spine's there with just a little bit of tweaking. I think they'll be closer again next year.
Yeah.
Should Stewart go? Who else is there?
Well, see, this is the thing. I mean, he may well join a club team, and if he's joining a club team, he's so intense, he can't do both jobs. He cannot. Well, no one could. The Origin coach must be Origin and Origin alone. It's worked for 7 years in a row for Queensland. It almost worked for New South Wales. Let's be candid, they're not far away. The gap's closing. You know, a lot of people tell you they feel their team is now as good as Queensland's. But, yeah, I can't see any other obvious choice. I really can't. Damien, can you?
You know, unless Desi Hasler puts his hand up for the job, you know, it's hard to see that position changing. And I'd like to see him get one more go.
Yeah.
Of course, a fitting farewell for Big Petero Civoniceva. He's signing off, and I thought a great tribute from Cam Smith when he welcomed Petero onto the stage and was applauded by that massive crowd.
Nice touch, classy touch, wasn't it? And what I liked about it, before this series, Amanda, we said this, that if you could look at the last game and Petero Civoniceva is still standing, Queensland would have won the series because New South Wales had to take him down in one of the opening games and say, we've beaten you, you can't carry the old fella, but they did. He wasn't absolutely outstanding in the series, but his 77 metres in the first half last night, when no one was going forward, Damien, he was going forward.
He was fantastic. Alongside Corey Parker, you know, Corey Parker was probably unproven at Origin level. He was probably the best player on the field last night, and yeah, Petero just showed that he went out the way he should.
I like Greg Inglis too. He was an angry man last night. When he's driven, you can't beat him. I understand he wasn't that impressed with the way the Blues sort of glowered over an injured Billy Slater in the second game, and thought, okay, have a crack at me, boys, if you want to. And he was unstoppable. Like, played the game last night at a level we rarely see, really.
And of course, JT stepping up, minus Lockyer. The boys really did fill that gap that Lockie left.
Yeah, there was just that occasional Lockie moment, wasn't there, when, there'd be a kick on the last tackle and it wasn't the right kick or something, or just someone was out of position and thought, that was, he was a great organiser, and the gravel voice was missing. But, hey, this was going to be a difficult series for that reason. Queensland have missed Lockyer even more than the Broncos. So they got through, they won. Can it be 8 in a row? I can't see a reason why not.
I think ran into Robbie O'Davis at a function last night, and he's talking 10.
10.
All right, let's just take 1 year at a time. Of course, we have the full coverage right here on our website. Galleries, stats, updates, videos, you name it, we've got it. And of course, let us know what you think about that massive game, Queenslander.